If you've seen Prophet suddenly, then you should recognize this guy. But in case you haven't, this is CK, the hot cake. I mean, this guy who likes women too much. And when you ask him why, his excuse is something like this. You need to be free. You need to explore. You need to explore, my G. Now, wow.
Okay, babe. I'm leaving now.
And you don't have to bother about coming back tonight. I'll text you.
That's fine.
All right. No, not so fast. Go on. And you should take care of yourself.
I will. All right, bye, babe.
Bye.
CK.
The hot cake.
Mike.
The same guy who also did this.
Call her. She will help you.
What is this?
This is your get out of jail free card. Just call her. She'll help you. And you don't have to worry about it. I mean, I sorted all the bills already.
What?
Thank you would actually be better.
How irresponsible will you have to be to have a prostitute's complimentary card? Well, this irresponsible.
The guy I slept with last night. The guy now winch. Now winch I go sleep with.
Like, correct guy.
You're not listening to me.
And Big Ben was even looking for you. So this is why you came late.
I said the guy bad. The guy almost killed me.
Bro. See, your first time with a prostitute and you're like this about her.
The truth is,
The truth is what? Mike.
the point is, it just comes over me suddenly.
What is the name of the girl I was with last night? Let's test your sudden supernatural insight.
Vivian.
You be with you, guy. How you think? You don't turn prophet with that one.
Man was not even religious, but when he saw the way his friend kept demonstrating powers, he encouraged him to maximize it. Wow.
Prophet suddenly.
So, Prophet, this is a token of my appreciation.
Suddenly.
Honorable.
I'm part of your family now.
Honorable, this is 50 million naira.
Eh? Somebody say suddenly. Say suddenly.
Honorable. I love your heart for the kingdom. God bless you.
I told you this day will come. Mike, I told you this day will come.
Me or Kuku Sheshe.
Suddenly,
I want to go deeper.
Papa.
Hey, are you ready for me? In the front of your father's house, there is a well.
Yes, sir.
And by this side, there is a tree.
Yes, I touch me.
A tall tree. How did I know?
I don't know.
You are a prophet with address. You are not a Sunday school teacher. Prophesy, my father.
As you can see, CK did not know that this was the source of the powers though.
Mike, I get it. I really get it. But it's just a thing of affiliation, reverence, and conventional structure. As your sidekick, I've already started working on how to fix it.
What do you mean?
All that we have to do now is to look for a well-respected man of God with influence and ask him to adopt you as one of his spiritual sons.
I brought this for you, sir. It is just a small thank you gift to appreciate all your labor in the kingdom of God. Even as we hope to be your spiritual children.
I appreciate your gift, but I am very sorry I cannot accept it. Spiritual leadership and fatherhood is not just based on insight, it's also based on foresight. Connection is a result of staying long in the presence of God. Are you alone?
Yes, I am.
No. You didn't come alone. You came with a strange spirit. I cast you out of here now.
Don't call my name! You have crossed the line by disobeying my orders. A sin against me can never be forgiven.
But why is CK the collateral damage in something he doesn't know about?
I will feed on the carcass of your friend CK.
No.
Juliet!
CK.
My babe. Don't be calling CK without the hot cake.
I am Mio Kukusheshe. And you, CK, you are my hot cake.
Don't look at me with side eye. I know you are thinking that CK probably got what he deserved. Well, aside acting as CK the Hot Cake, I scripted Prophet Suddenly, the original, and the title sequel, Prophet Suddenly, the Helpers of God. A privilege I don't take for granted. The mind of the Winlos is filled with so much creative excellence and spiritual depth. So being able to work with them on several projects is simply amazing. To the glory of God and to the finished works of Jesus on the cross, Prophet Suddenly has gathered a lot of feedback and comments with people talking about how the movie greatly blessed their lives. But in the multitude of those comments and with the announcement of Prophet Suddenly Part 2, The Helpers of God, I have seen a couple of conspiracy theories about the central message of the film, and that is why I'm making this video. So let's get into it. Number one, is Smio Kukusheshe a real spirit? I mean, I made a video where I talked about the fact that we created Mio Kukusheshe's character from the scratch. I mean, that video is on my channel. You can look for it, where I talked about all the creative process that went into developing that character. So the only thing that happened was that we had a stellar performance from Laurel, who played the character herself, and of course the director, Reverend Oyiso Jekere, was amazing in making sure that the great talent and the great character development, came to become the stellar acting that you found in the character of Mio Kukusheshe that you loved so much. Yeah, I know that the performance was really great, and you might mistake it for being real, but Mio Kukusheshe is not a real spirit. It is fictional. We created that. Number two, I saw this funny comment that perhaps someone had the idea of the film, had the idea of the story, Prophet Suddenly, then gave it to the Winlos to shoot. I'm just here to say that Prophet Suddenly is an original idea of Reverend Oyiso Jekere, the Winlos. As a matter of fact, before the film was produced and released in 2023, Reverend Oyiso had the idea, I think, 2 to 3 years prior to the date it was released. Reverend Oyiso had that story, has had it for the longest of time before we shot it, and it was a privilege to develop that script and make sure that you enjoyed the film. Number three, this is a very funny yet striking one. I saw the comment that said, was Prophet Suddenly made based on a particular prophet or pastor's story? Now, if you listen to this,
Prophet Suddenly 2 was inspired by true events. The whole story has its foundation in actual happenings. However, for storytelling purposes, fiction was added. The narrative of this film draws inspiration from actual occurrences, with a lot of research and creative adaptation.
I think it is timely for the film to have been released as at the time, and for the sequel to also be coming out at this point in time, because for a fake thing to be created, it only means that we have the original, and you want to make sure that you save the original by making sure people know that there's a fake out there. So if we close our eyes to talking about the fake product, we risk having the fake become overwhelming to the original. So it's only important that we speak against things that look fake in Christianity. So Prophet Suddenly was not made based on any particular prophet story. What we are saying is we need to make sure we save original so that we don't risk it for the counterfeit. out there. I know there are a couple of comments and feedback, and many more would also still come out now that the sequel is set to be released very soon. And we might not entirely be able to control the narrative. The central message is obvious to everyone to see.
Ministry is good. It can only be done through one way, God's way.
The fact that we need to be careful of our dealings when it comes to spiritual things, and at the end of the day, you cannot help God. If you remember from the end of Prophet Suddenly, this part.
Let your focus be on Jesus. Don't help God.
And that leads us to the sequel, The Helpers of God. Thank you so much for watching this video. And if you have further comments and feedback about the film Prophet Suddenly, if you've seen it, you have something you want to say, please leave a comment. I'll be reading them. And if you've not seen Prophet Suddenly, I don't know what you're waiting for. I don't even know what to tell you. So get on board, go and watch the film. I would like to hear your feedback. Ciao.